I'm here with Billy Geschke here on the Core Sports, and we talk a little bit of basketball today. You know, you're coming off a season, had the ACL injury. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But first off, let's start talking off just a little bit about how the season went for you. I mean, coming off the injury, how do you think the season went for you in that respect, just coming off that injury from last season?
It feels, a lot better than, sitting out for a whole year and be able to play the sport that you love and you took so much time in the off season and all the time that you put in, to get to that point and playing college basketball. But, as heartbreaking the season was for us as a team, it didn't go as well for me in that, the season I expected to have. And, it's really hard coming off a season-ending injury, so it probably had a big factor why I didn't perform as well or, had the season that I thought I would have coming back. So I think I had a little high expectations, and I think that's kind of why the season didn't go as well as I thought it would go.
So talking a little bit about the injury, kind of explain what the injury was and kind of maybe a little bit of the recovery process that you had to go through and kind of what went through your mind the first time you realized that you had such a terrible injury going into the season.
Yeah, so like you said, it was a complete ACL tear and lateral meniscus partial tear. I had surgery at Akron Children's Hospital back at home, and the recovery process, it took about 8 months total. It took me about 3 to 4 months to actually, start jogging and running a little bit. Like the first month or two, it was all just working on extending and trying to get that knee bending and trying to get it more straighten out again. So the first 2 months I think were probably the most difficult and most frustrating for me, just because it was similar exercises and similar recovery stuff I had to do. And then the 4th, 5th, 6th months it got a lot better and a lot more faster, and it took a while, but I had enough patience and was really dedicated in the recovery process outside of the therapy. So I think that's why my knee is 100% now. It's a lot better and a lot stronger than it was before.
Yeah, so it is 100%. You went ahead and redshirted for that season, so you are eligible to play next year and you are going to be coming back. Tell us a little bit about your expectations for next year and how to stay healthy with that knee, and also for the team as well.
I think for staying healthy, I just got to keep doing things I've been doing, taking care of it, outside of practice when I'm done, icing it, heating it, taking Advil medicine when it's sore, just being very, touchy about it, make sure I don't, overdo it or, overuse it. And, the doctors have told me that before. My expectations for the season, I think will be a lot higher now. I'm pretty dedicated just because how the season went for me this year, how the team went. So, I have a lot of, high expectations and a lot of, positive things and good things looking ahead.
All right, I think that's going to wrap things up. So, Billy Geschke, thanks for joining us here today and talking a little bit about your injury. But good luck next season as you go into your senior season.
Thanks, Spencer.
Yep.